Okie dokie. Hello, everyone. How are you? Good to be here once again. And what day is it? It is Tuesday, the 9th of January. Hope everybody is having a fantastic day. I certainly am. Even more fired up than I was earlier on after listening to Chris and Marty on their live. Why? Because it has been confirmed that tomorrow, that is Wednesday, the 10th of January, we are having our first corporate webinar of 2024. And I know you're going to say, Red, what time is it going to be at? It is going to be at 9 p.m. Eastern Standard Time, 9 p.m. So for us in the UK, that means it is 2 a.m. Europe, or majority of Europe, is going to be at 3 p.m. and obviously for the rest of the world, you'll have to work out what times they are, because I don't know. But generally speaking, I think for the rest of the world, it's going to be pretty good, I'd imagine, towards the mornings anyway, especially you guys over in India. I know that's a very, very good time for you. So excellent news. I will be there, obviously. I wouldn't miss it for the world. And obviously, if you want to hear it from the horse's mouth itself, that'll be our CEO, Ash Mufareh. Then try and attend if you can. If not, then the wonderful people, Janet Butler, Peter Surrer, Daryl Cook, and Dan Street, they will be doing, as always, the written recap, which will be put up as soon as possible. At the moment, they really are on the ball, and that will be posted in your Founders back office under the updates section, so that you can read it in its full. And of course, on Thursday, I will also do the normal recap for you as well. If you missed it, and just in case there might not be a recording, I shall do that for you to bring you up to date. So very much looking forward to it. What is the agenda? No idea. But going back to the pop-up in your ecosystem, there is obviously a lot to talk about, or a lot coming up, that is for sure, that our CEO wants to bring us up to date with what is happening. This is all part and parcel, guys, of what he promised us moving forward in 2024, and that is to keep us more updated. And if you remember, he said he wants to do it on at least a twice weekly basis. And here we are, first week in to January, and he is doing exactly that, isn't he? Pop up on Monday, and obviously a webinar on Wednesday. Two things straight off the bat that he is keeping to his promise of keeping us updated, which is amazing. It certainly helps many of us who maybe have anxiety issues, etc. The more we see of our CEO, and the more that we hear directly from him, the less anxious people are. That is for sure. Then they don't have to rely on people like myself and Marty, Chris, and many of the others to get the information. Obviously, we'll still do what we're doing, but it's always a lot better coming directly from the horse's mouth, isn't it? What else have I got for you then? Plug in and stay connected. That is the heading of today. Very important at the moment to be plugged in. One of the reasons I put that is because of the update that Marty put into the Founders back office yesterday regarding people who have paid for OConnect, but it's not showing in their ecosystem. Why am I saying plug in? Because it is very important that you follow the instructions that are on that pop-up. Now, if you saw the pop-up straight away yesterday, it has been edited, and there is some more information there, and it is vitally, and I mean vitally important, that you follow those instructions. Making sure that the email you are sending, if you are one of the people who have paid either by crypto or by credit or debit card, and the money has been taken, but your OConnect is not showing your ecosystem, you need to send this email to support. Why is it vitally important that you write it correctly like we are asking you? Because this is coming from Mufareh himself. He has instructed support to look out for these emails, and he has instructed support to make sure that they deal with this as the first priority that they need to do. Irina Steksala, thank you so much for your super sticker. That is very, very kind of you, and thank you so much. So not only do you need to make sure that the email is correct, but the title is correct. That is what support are going to be looking out for, and also how to put the information in there. Remember, guys, unless you are asked for it by support, no screenshots. All the information has to be copied and pasted into the text of that email. Why? Because support need to check it and verify it. They cannot themselves copy and paste off a screenshot. They can copy and paste the information directly off an email. So if they need to cross-check IDs, for instance, with crypto, or serial numbers or anything like this, it is up to you to make sure that it is written down correctly, and then support can cross-check it. Once the cross-check has been done, then obviously they can rectify any problems. They know that you have paid for it, and then they will obviously activate it within your account. Also, it is important, guys, that you stay up to date in your ecosystem. We have already seen the pop-up from Monday going there, and it is my opinion that there is going to be a lot more happening very, very shortly. Okay, we have all been saying that this week is going to be a big week. It's turning out to be a big week already, and I think more and more updates will be coming in that update section. I love how they are leaving the updates there at the moment, and you can scroll left and right in case you missed it. There is an arrow at the top of the right hand side of that drop down. If you click that, it will scroll back to old updates that have been put there all the way back to November of last year, actually. I think that's a great added extra for us, because it can refresh our memories a little bit of what the old pop-up was, and if I'd missed something, or in fact if it had been edited in any way and you might have missed something. It's a really good place to go to. So like I said, at the moment, very, very excited with what is happening in ONPASSIVE. You should be too, guys. It really is a joy, in my opinion, to be part of something like this. I've had zero anxiety issues with ONPASSIVE. I've just loved what has been going on. Why? Because I can see how this is all going to start panning out. You know, I really am confident in this business. Marty was talking a little bit about this earlier on his live, about people who have still got in ONPASSIVE, who have still got the MLM attitude of really self-preservation, and that's what it boils down to, of, you know, not actually letting go, always trying to be in control to protect yourself online because of something out of your control that you can't control, if you know what I'm getting at. With ONPASSIVE, still haven't got any problem with that at all. Pat Perez just asked, is there still going to be 360 tomorrow at 2 p.m. Eastern? Yeah, damn right, there is going to be one. And I'm pretty sure that we will not see our CEO tomorrow if there is a webinar on the evening. But I'm never going to say definitely, because you never know. But yes, there's going to be 360 tomorrow. That will be at 2 p.m. Eastern. Obviously, I'll do my 11 a.m. warm-up as I normally do. and obviously we will bring you up to date with links where they are, etc. like that. Marty said they're going to be posted in ecosystem. I'm sure they're going to be there, and obviously when it will be there, I don't know, but I would imagine it will be there towards the later time of today. Vivine Benny, thank you so much for your super sticker. Very, very kind of you. So lots happening at the moment, which I am really, really excited about. I'm loving what is happening at the moment. Why? Because I can feel it now. You know, when September happened, everything went with a blast, didn't it? It was just so crazy exciting, and everything was going. And then obviously we had the logjam from our merchants. That made us take a step back, and not for a bad reason. Chris always goes on about how things happen for a reason, and I actually think this has been a good thing, not a bad thing. Why? Because it really has made us look at our vulnerability and how we are reliant on third parties, and how we have no control over what third parties do and how they act and react. And even with our best intentions and meetings, etc., with our merchants and their assurances that they could handle what we said was going to be happening, it didn't. And this made us really look at ourselves as a business, as a company, to say we need to have more control over this area. It has obviously accelerated where and what we are trying to achieve anyway, but it really had made us focus on why the importance of having that control within the payment area is paramount. And one of those three things that Ash Mufareh said that we need if we are going to own the internet. Can you remember what the others were? It is having your own data, and the other one was having your own single sign-on ecosystem. If you have those three things, then you can own the internet. Why? Because you are not reliant on any third party. You have full control over what you are doing. You are not having to answer to somebody else. You're not having to make decisions about where and how you are doing things. And obviously there is a cost element to this as well. Obviously, as we know, merchants charge fees, which we have zero control over. A merchant's fees are a merchant's fees. If it is in-house, we have control over those fees because it's our merchant. So all good news, and I'm sure our CEO will be bringing us right up to date with what was on the ticker, namely OConnect. Santina Zamenek, thank you so much for your super sticker. OConnect, I think, is going to be talked about a lot tomorrow night. We already knew that within the month of January, we were going to have updates in the first half of January, and even more so, he said by the end of January, you won't even recognize what OConnect looks like. So it looks like there is definitely going to be a huge upgrade on OConnect towards the end of the month. So I'm sure that's going to be talked about tomorrow. Obviously, the buzzwords that were in that ticker, which was commissions, commissions, commissions. People are going to be looking out for that one, aren't they? To see if they can glean any information about what that's all going to be, and obviously other updates and surprises as well, which was on that ticker. So if you can make time for it tomorrow, 9 p.m. Eastern Standard Time, that is on Wednesday the 10th of January. Anything else for you? Let me just check my things. Conference about that. Media. I've just released another Supercars Magilist video. If you haven't seen that already, just head over to OMedia on YouTube. It's on there. Absolutely brilliant. Once again, just shows the exposure and collaboration that this is having. Remember, this is for a 3-year period with Supercars Magilist, and I'm sure it'll be renewed after that time as well. Like I said, that this is has far more reaching areas than just Dubai. Supercars Magilist go all over Europe, by the way. They don't just stay in Dubai. I know they go to London, for instance. I know they've been to Paris and Berlin. So there's plenty of places across Europe that they go to as well. I'm definitely going to be on tomorrow, guys, and I'm definitely going to be doing a recap. So if I do my recap tomorrow at 11 and I'm looking a little bit tired, it's because I've been up all night, but well worth it. As I keep saying, it's your business, it's my business. That is why I will be there. Why wouldn't I want to have the information brand new, firsthand, from the horse's mouth? And that is why I'm there, because I take this business very seriously. Also, last off before I go, I was having a look at the brand new website as well this morning, like I do, trying to put my nose in areas that some people might not go searching in. I noticed again a brand new About Us section on ONPASSIVE.com. Again, absolutely amazing. But why am I pointing you in that direction? How many times I've been saying to you guys, read the terminology that the company are starting to use about their business. Okay, it is important for us that when we are talking about ONPASSIVE, that we are using the new terminology that they are using to talk about ONPASSIVE themselves. There's no point in us promoting ONPASSIVE individually through talking to people, etc., if we are not using the same terminologies as the company do. Why? Because when people start investigating, they start looking and specifically going to ONPASSIVE.com and they start reading about it. If they are reading the same terminologies that we are, then they know that what you are saying is correct and also what the company are saying is correct. So it really is important to start getting used to the terminologies that they are using when they are explaining themselves to the outside world of what ONPASSIVE can do. And again, very much earing towards business people and businesses themselves. So it really is great to see that. I personally think it's the way to go. I think that in the early days, it was all about let's get the word of ONPASSIVE out to individuals for the foundership, etc. This next stage that we're in at the moment is all about businesses. Why? Because it gives much more strength to the company when they have collaborations, amalgamations, businesses using their products and services. It gives a lot more weight behind the company, doesn't it? That we are there for the use of not just individuals, but therefore businesses, corporate levels, governmentals, small, medium, etc., etc. And then this in turn then filters down to users as well. Why? Because individuals within the company are going to use the product of the business, and when they find out that they in turn can use those products as well, because they will know about ONPASSIVE, then that's when things really start kicking off. They're using it anyway within the business environment, you know, and then they can move over. I'm just going to go back to, obviously, let's talk about OConnect a little bit. That is already in place as far as business is concerned. Why am I bringing that up? because if you notice, if you go to Zoom and the payment structures of Zoom, obviously it gives the various payments of what it costs somebody for the amount of attendees. But the important thing to notice is they don't actually advertise how much it costs for 10,000 attendees. You have to request it, and obviously they will write back to you. But the other important part is if you're a business, there is a completely separate business tariff. With us, you don't need to do that. It's one price, whether you're an individual or a business using the capacity that you are paying for. You can be a business, you can be an individual. But with Zoom, certainly, if you are a business, you have to have the business tariff. Interesting, I thought that was. And it just goes to show there's no affiliate program attached to Zoom. You use it, and that's it. Can't make any money from Zoom. Can from OConnect. Anyway, that's all I've got for you today, guys. Stay plugged in and stay connected. Very, very important at the moment to do all of those things, because you do not want to be left behind. It's a bit like technology. If you're continually using technology, you stay up to date because you're on top of it all. With ONPASSIVE, things are moving very fast. If you start getting behind, is it impossible to get back up to speed? No, it's not. But it's a lot harder if you stay up connected on a daily basis. And what I mean by that is part of your daily routine. I get up in the morning, I make myself a cup of tea. First thing I do is I get on my phone or my laptop. I log into all accounts. So my YouTube, obviously, I check that on a daily basis. Ecosystem, O-Founders back office, all part of my daily routine. Social media, all of these, because I want to know what is going on and I want to be on top of any questions that come my way. Once I've done all that, then I move over to inboxes of messages and emails, and I respond to all of those. Anyway, guys, that's it from me today. I'll see you all 11 a.m. tomorrow Eastern. That's 4 p.m. for us in the UK. Give you a bit of a warm up. Obviously, if there's any more info or updates, I'll bring that to the table as well. So let's go over and say a few hellos to you lovely people, almost 400 of you, which is amazing, by the way. Let's start off with the tea clubbers. So if you're in green, put your name in there and I'll give you a good shout out. We'll do you guys first. So we'll start off with M. Cayley, Jerry Nix, and David Schweitzer, Karen Thomas, and the lovely Jean Oliva. Arta Scuccia, you are there. Santina Zamenek and Ken Davis, all tea clubbers and all in green, along with Krista Grazier and Curtis Strickland, Helen de la Bastide. What a lovely name that is. And who else have we got there? Any more tea clubbers for a move out? Jarmo's freezing in wherever he is, Finland, maybe. Yvonne Finn as well. You are there in tea club in it. We'll move over now then. We'll do Vivine Benny, Katin Bay, Surinder Saho, lovely Pat Perrin, Dominic Henderson, Rose, Seti Sanfo, Paul Siddy, Robert McGahey, Irina Stexala again, and Petuna. Sean, you are there. Rob Lynn, I saw earlier on. Brotherman, you are there. Greg Greisner, Tea Club in it. Thanks to you as well, my friend. Greg Lykin is there. Hello, my friend. Taryn Yar. We've also got Stuart Molyneux, Tea Club in it. And Kenroy Gallion and Cynthia Deering, Steve Callahan. Hello, mate. Surinder Saho, Stephanie Morrison, Elizabeth McPhee, Michael Champagne, Tea Club in it. Thank you, my friend. Kenroy Gallion. Have I said you once? Maybe. Nimol, Classic BD. Joe Sordo from Portugal. We've got Shrijit Jana. You are there. Smile with Dr. Benny Blessings. Hi to you, lovely. And Danish Ansari. George Lukakamwa. Having a nice time still over in wherever he is. I can't remember now. Michael Chatter. Deborah Charles, Irina Steksala, Yosef Addo. Who else have we got there? Avinda Carr, Jahangir Alam. Wow. Debbie Williams, Martin Happy, Hoppy. You are there. Curtis Strickland and Audrey P. Last couple then we'll do Ruth Pace, Brian Quirk from lovely Spain, Frank Rowe, and the last one will go to Theodore King. Okay, guys, that's it from me. Thank you so much. As always, I'll update you tomorrow as normal, and then obviously 360, and then we've got corporate webinar on the night time. So big day tomorrow. And Peter Rogers, there you go. See you. He's in the house. Hello, mate. How are you? So all good, guys. Be excited. I certainly am. Looking forward to tomorrow. It's going to be epic. Mark my words. That's it from me. Bye for now.